Hi, how are you doing? Welcome to the brand new section, and in this section we're going to learn about functions. So what is function in JavaScript? Functions are let me show you by writing it down. Function. So you create a function using the function keyword, okay? Function, and then you give it a name. So whatever you want to call it, let's call it total, okay? And then parenthesis, this is important, and then these two curly braces. Okay, so with functions you can encapsulate statements. So this is where you encapsulate means simply writing the statement. So whatever you want to do this, or whatever you want this function to do. Okay, so you write within these two curly braces. That's where you encapsulate statements. Okay, so functions, we use functions because they are reusable. Functions can be called with name and arguments with comma. Okay, so if you create this function and you want to use this somewhere else, you can use this 100 times anywhere in your application, and that's the beauty of function. Calling the function is the function name, which is a total. So total, and then same parenthesis to invoke the function. If you don't use the parenthesis, it doesn't do anything. So for this to invoke, you have to use the parenthesis. Okay, so we have a function and we have called the function. Okay, but what we're missing is we're not doing anything. So let's do something. So function can take arguments. Okay, inside this parenthesis it takes arguments. For example, you want to send two numbers. Okay, let's call it 1 and 2, and then you want this function to sum it up, right? Make a total of it. So you do that using the return keyword. Okay, if you don't do return, it doesn't return anything. So you can even say 1 plus 2, that's fine, but it doesn't do anything. You can assign it to a variable total this, or something like that. And then to return this function, you want to get something out of the function, then you use the return keyword. Return, and then what do you want to return? You want to return total this. Okay, so this, we are totaling these two arguments, putting in a variable, and then we're returning this variable. So when this function returns this variable would represent the total value of these two. So what does these two mean? That means whatever we supply here. So 1 and 2, let's supply 1 and 2. So let me put it inside a variable. Result equals to this function. Now this variable's value is this function, and this function returns the total. So alert result, and let's see what we see. As you can see, we get 3. So this is how we create a function and reuse them. Okay, we could even just use it straight away. If it's a very simple function, we don't even need to create this variable, and simple as that. Return, and then yeah, it works fine. Okay, so encapsulate the statements that can run everywhere. So we just run it, we can run it again, we can create another variable, another result equals to total. This time let's say 100 and 500. Okay, now let's alert another result, and we get 600 from that one, and another one 300. So you can use these functions many times in an application. So that's the beauty of functions. All right, and so functions can be called with the name and arguments with comma. So that's what we did. We called the function, we pass the arguments, 1, 2 arguments separated by comma. It's not necessary to return a value though, for this example we need to return, otherwise we don't see anything. But in later on you will realize that many times you don't want to return a value, you just want function to do certain calculation or something like that. So in that case you can just do return, not necessary to return a value. Yeah, function stops executing on return statement. Yeah, so once it encounters return, it doesn't move further. So if you have more code below, that doesn't execute, because as soon as the return is reached, that's the end. You can have multiple returns. So what does that mean? That means, for example, let's create another name check. This function will check the name. Okay, so if I give a Ryan name, then it will say something. If anything else, then it will say something. So very simple example. So function name check, and I will give name to this one, I guess. So I call the function, I pass my name as argument, okay, Ryan, and then I will say I'll need to check, right, if it is Ryan or something else. So I have if name. Now this name means this one, represents this one, okay. So if name equals Ryan, let's say alert, hi Ryan, else, in fact let's do this return, because that's the one I wanted to show you. So if the name is Ryan, return hi Ryan, else return I don't know you. Okay, so we have two return statements. That's what I was trying to say. You can have multiple returns. However, as soon as the result matched, you know, the code below doesn't get executed. Let's write alert as well. Okay, so we have this function. It has if else check and it has alert as well. Okay, but this alert will never get executed, because the problem will be solved in either in this line or in this line. Okay, so let's see next. Result is name check Ryan. Okay, that's perfect. Let's see. This space says hi Ryan, because the argument was matched. I send Ryan, and then if it checked, if it's Ryan, return. So what if I give something else? For example, something else. I don't know it. Okay, so this function solves this problem in these two cases. So this third alert is never executed. All right, so that's the basic of JavaScript function. There's more to it. There's more to this argument object and all that stuff, which we will cover soon, because I don't want to overwhelm you with a lot of information. You need to get it step by step. So this is your first step towards understanding JavaScript function, and just read it one more time, and then create very few simple functions just like this one, and that's all. You're up and running with JavaScript functions. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.